that we're done designing, it's time to make this design alive. Let's put up the codes and algorithms. Let's start with making these numbers dynamic. Let's copy text field, on top of the table. Let's remove this, we don't want this, and this one. Okay, I think we need this, so let's copy, put it here, and the label should be given, and I'm going to add some width. There you go. Okay, so we need to export text field. Let's copy this one. Oops. Okay, so now that we have this, let's remove the comma. Okay. And let's convert these pages into a state. Let's put the value here, and the onChange handle pages. Okay, target that value. Okay, why is this called pages? It's not the value. Okay, pages. Okay, there it is. So right now this is a string, and we need to convert this into an array. Now how do we do that? Of course, let's go and search in Stack Overflow. No, let's go visit first our page components, table, index.js, and this is the pages. So let's convert this first into an array like this using the split method. Okay, let's okay, so there's a problem. Okay, this one. So don't make this an array. That's what's happening. Okay, there it is, 3216. So I split it by dashes here in pages, and then it becomes now an array. And let's also copy this and put an empty row in here. Oops, why? Okay, should be inside table row. Okay, there it is. It's now back. So every time we type something, it should add a dash. So let's go to homepage, index.js, and then in here, this is where we code it. Const var gets the value. if val is not empty, then we will first remove the dashes and then put it back. So the value of this variable is 3, 2, 1, and 6. Then this line, we're going to convert this whole string without dashes. Var that split by dashes, and then we're going to join them again by spaces. Let val becomes like this. Next to do is we are going to add dashes in between of the numbers using var that match is going to be then join so I'm going to look at the rejects, this one, and then let's join it using dashes. So this one become like this. No. Okay, let me re-say that again. So the problem is if you type 32162, it becomes 62. We're going to put dash in between 6 and 2. So this is the value 32162, and then in this value we're going to remove the dashes. It's become like this, 32162, and then this prig match, this regex is going to add dashes in between of the single digits. Then this is the final output. We took that and then put it here. Let's try saving this and let's see what's going to happen. One. Oh, there's an error. Refresh. 1, 2. Val is read only. What do you mean? Is it const? Okay. There you go. Okay, so it's working. What about if I remove all? Still works. Okay. So put required back. It's still not useful, so it's fine to remove it. Now that our given numbers, the processors or the pages are now set. Now for the run simulation, okay, so let's not forget to convert this into a state. This frames and this one, set frames, copy and paste. So this is now okay. So if one has, this is the name and this is the data are this one. So let's check. Okay, so it has already been looped. Okay, looking good, but there's a problem here. If we set state this really deep array, it's not going to update the state, so we are going to use dispatch. So the next we are going to do is React Redux. So we'll have to add these few codes. Let's go to containers, then in the app, and then in the action. So here we're going to add the frames. And then let's copy this as well. This is frames. But this variable is coming from the constant.js. This one. So what we have to do is just copy this. So now we have our frames here taken from constant. Let's go to reducer. Let's call the frames once again. So in here there are example variables here. All we have to do is go back to this page and copy this variable. Let's close the constant, then put the frames here. Okay, so looking good. And then we're going to also add it in the app reducer switch. Let's copy this one. Frames. You don't have, if you are not familiar with Redux, it's fine, just follow this step. This is just configuring for your new variable. Now let's go to selector.js. Okay, so let's copy these examples here. Let's make this frames. Ooh. Okay, and let's put this function over here so that it will be available in the global, and that's it. All you have to do is action.js, constant.js, reducer, and selector. So now that's set up, we're going to also add a few codes here. You don't have to understand some of the codes, just copy it. So function map dispatch to props. And then let's add red connect map state to props map dispatch to props, and then map with reducer. Inject reducer key. This is FIFO. Then reducer compose I think. What else? I think that's all. So these frames here, we can remove this. We can access this variable in the props now. We don't need this. And we're gonna have to import these functions. Compose. So copy this and compose. Let's also copy this, connect React Redux, and for inject reducer it's coming from utils slash you can find it here, utils inject reducer. What about the map dispatch to props? Oh yeah, this is a function, so it's fine. Now that we have the frames, we also need to get the dispatch, and in here we're going to get our set frames inside actions, containers, app, in actions. We're going to get this. Oh, should be set frames. Okay. And also, I think, let's check. Map state to props is not defined. Oh, we're forgetting something. It's map state, create structure selector, turn patch. So where can we find this? Okay, I think import. We need to import this from containers slash app slash selectors So this one can be found in here. Okay, now that looks good. Okay, so it's working. These variables, this array is coming from the reducer. This one. But first let's clear this. Okay.